you can think about, Mendelian experiments to improve agriculture and to improve animal breeding. That's been going on for a long, long time. There's been humans attempt to steer the course of evolution, biologically. And so that's been going on for quite a while. I think with the evolution of consciousness, that either is occurring on its own through just a purely evolutionary process, which people don't have any say in, or at the same time, I think it is possible to intervene consciously in the evolution of our own consciousness. And so that can take place through the things we read, the things we think, our behavior, the altered states that we choose to enter into. But, it does, kind of beg the issue of free will. Is it evolution that's being, are we actively intervening in evolution, or is our, sense of being involved with the process just, kind of an illusion, almost a side effect of the process? We're observing it as it's happening, but we really aren't intervening, in an active way. We're kind of looking backwards at it. I think we need to be kind of humble about it. I don't know if we're doing the evolving or we're just kind of observing the evolving as it's happening. Like for example, if we decide, to take a psychedelic drug, does that, mean that we're doing it, or is that just one more stage in the process of conscious evolution, or consciousness evolution? It's a vast field, so for us to really feel like we're intervening directly may not actually be the case.
Oh, I'd like to take it all the way back to the beginning, which is, how the hell did we get here in the first place, right? It seems to me to evolve consciousness has to evolve first. So how did that happen? Is it random chance that all the atoms that make up our bodies all came together and we just happen to have 300 trillion cells that all perfectly talk to each other and all we have to do is eat, drink, and sleep and everything's fine? If you gave a blind person a Rubik's Cube, I know this is mean, and you said, figure this out, it would take them since the Big Bang and they still wouldn't have figured it out. But if you can give them a little bit of a feedback, like, oh yeah, that move's taking you closer, or no, that's taking you farther away, you could solve it in 2.5 minutes. So it seems to me there is some sort of feedback going on here in the universe, because that's what we're all in. And so how did this all come about? What's the process that's leading us to the point where I can sit here and as a blob of flesh and go blah, 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 and you know what the hell I'm talking about, right? We all have these little bio-oscillating crystals inside of our head. If we could just figure out how to get our hands on that dial and tune it into the resonant frequency of the universe, then we could go new, and be like, oh, yeah. And I think you've had those moments. And then you're like, well, am I going to make a decision? Am I going to kill somebody because I'm pissed, or am I going to love everybody because I feel like that's probably a better idea? That's more of like an evolution of consciousness. And so it's us realizing that's a good idea, and very importantly, telling everybody else that that's the thing to do, because then all of a sudden everybody all decides to love instead of all going and assassinating each other in compounds in Pakistan, right? So we have a choice to make here, and it's like right now. We can't say, oh yeah, next decade, whatever. We're down to the wire here. It seems like we're a reality television show for the Galactic Federation looking down on us and be like, oh man, this is like the last week. It's certainly, what's going on? Oh, it's the 7 billion stooges still down there? Clubs hitting each other in the head and stuff? And so hopefully gatherings like this, the fact that you all came here early to listen to us talk like this, is a good sign as far as I can tell. So thank you.